booted. How are you guys? Is this working now again? Where's Bobo? Sorry about that, guys. My suspicion is Bobo will jump back on here. There he is.
Hi again. Hi. Bobo?
Yeah, I will say this does work pretty slick, despite little glitches here and there.
Yeah,
Otherwise, this is, I like it.
I do too.
Yeah,
I'm sorry that I don't know what happened there.
I tried to hang tight and then it kicked me off too.
Okay. Yes,
Were you able to share that, save that bit that we just recorded? Did it
I have no idea. It bumped me off completely. Everything just went down, and then I just went straight back onto Instagram and hit live again.
Okay, so we might have lost what we just did, but who cares? We're back.
Sorry,
We're back
guys.
in action. That's all right. We'll go through some new stuff and
I have a question. At Cole Hausers asked, "What music are you listening to?"
this is interesting.
Hmm.
A friend of mine sent me a track on a text message, and it didn't have a title, and they just said, "Listen to this. You must listen to it with headphones on."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Whatever." And so a week went by. I forgot about it. I was down in my storage locker. It's like a big room, but it's kind of like a cell, and I was organizing my stuff, and it's dark, and I put my headphones in, and I was like, "Oh, I'll listen to this."
Hmm.
And I started doing my stuff, and it had this really cool beat, and then the sound was here, and I literally was like, "What? Where is
With your
that?"
with your headphones
With
in?
my things, and I was like,
wow.
"This sounds." Did I put a speaker up in here? And then I'm like, it's behind me, and then I realized what it was. It's called 8D audio,
8D audio.
and it is. You have to
Will
experience
you forward
it.
it to me? Will you
I'll
send it
send
to
you
me?
the song,
Okay.
yeah. And if you go to your balcony and just look at the sky and let it wait when the beat drops, you'll be like, "Holy shit!"
Awesome.
It is a way
All right,
to,
love
with
that.
software, engineer music and just change where it's coming from. I don't even know because it goes sideways and front behind. It's
Wow. All right.
bananas. So
All
then
right.
I went online and pretty much any song you want can be done this way, and you have to download them one by one. So I've been listening to 8D audio dancing in my kitchen
Good Lord.
and sending this to people saying, you must wear headphones. And they're like, yeah, I'll get to it in a week. And then they all text me back, "What is this?"
God, I cannot wait. You have to text it to me right away. I can't wait.
I will.
Can't wait. All right.
It's sick. So guys, just go check out some 8D audio. You must wear your headphones, and it is like, that will make you happy. I'm telling you, if you're in a bad mood, that's like
Music. I gotta say, music is almost always playing in my house at some point.
What are you listening to?
I'm listening to I'm going old school. I've got a friend as well, actually, my ex, who is a musical genius. Seriously, like my first real meaningful relationship, and we were together for like 15 years, and I still get sent tracks. You know what I mean? I still get sent playlists and things, so I love that.
Ooh.
And then if it isn't that, then it's Annie Lennox, or it's some old school Alicia Keys, or it's
some
Prince.
soul feel. Yeah,
Prince.
yeah.
I will stick on a good and just let that play for a day or more. Yeah. All right. Okay. This is from Chloe at Fill the Void. And she asked, have either of you got any more, book recommendations?
I haven't read anything new lately. I'm going back to, sort of mid-century classics that I haven't read. So I'm looking for more older stuff as opposed to new fiction. So not really. I don't know what's like hot off the presses right now at the moment. I'm older. I want to read 1984. That's something that keeps coming up in topic a lot, and I don't really know much. I don't even really know the premise, but I remember my mom had it on the bookcase when I was a kid, and I never read it. So that's something I want to figure out what that's all about.
I haven't started this yet, but I've kind of not far off of you, but I went back to. Is that backwards as well?
It's
Steinbeck.
Steinbeck.
Yes. East of Eden.
And what is the East of Eden? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
That's heavy, yeah.
yes, I started that on my drive up to Vancouver when I went to start season 7 of the 100. And so I listened to a bit of it, which was amazing. But that is I've sort of put out to kind of get back into as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I've been also reading a lot of news articles and a lot of
Wow.
publications, you know,
Yes.
and I watch a lot of news, but I'll go down a rabbit hole in articles,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then it will say, about previous article, click here. So you
Mm-hmm.
stop, you read that one, then you go back, and that can go on forever. Just trying to make sense of
Yes.
everything that's going on in the world and all the
Yes.
controversy.
Yes. I want. Do you have one, or do you want me to do another one?
I kind of went through most of my questions, and then I'm to a point of somebody else wanted a reminder about the clarification of something we talked about last week. But that's pretty much it for questions for me.
My last one is also I think you already answered. It's from Kimbo Lasco asked, "What do you find soothing or comforting in these trying times?" And I think we sort of covered that, didn't we? It's music,
Yeah.
it's art, it's giving yourself more, being a little more lax with, what does your day consist of? And if it is a day of just watching Netflix all day long, then so be it. It's just taking away some of the pressure, I think that's what we in a bigger.
Yeah. And I think it also evolves each week. And what happened to me last night, I had been getting these texts about at 8:00. Clap for
yes. So
medical
I saw your thing. We started that here now. I've missed that boat.
So
New York.
Yes, a couple of weeks ago
Scotty
I got
calls me from New York, and we do it together in New York.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But it's here now.
I hadn't seen it, so I was going out for these last week and some on the balconies. Like, are people doing this? And it wasn't happening. It was a complete zero. And last night I'm in my place and I can hear it from inside. And I go outside and so the point is that it's an evolving thing to feel okay with, where I can sit and look at progress and humanity and hope and togetherness, and it's progressing forward, and that gives me a lot of calm and peace. And that's just one example of something that's different this week than last week that I have to feel wonderful about. So sometimes you just have to listen to the rhythms and it's there.
Ooh, I love that.
You know what I mean?
Listen to the rhythms. Yeah,
and so that last night, and it was awesome. I was like, "This is so cool," and I was listening, and I could see people across the 2 streets over in a big tall building on their balconies looking at me, and I was like, "I don't know you, but we're screaming together."
Yeah,
and it was so
amazing.
Cool.
8 p.m. 8 p.m. our time.
Yeah, so I set a little alarm, and for 7:58, and you just go, and it just.
All right.
That energy makes it around the world.
All right. Tonight, I'm going to go out of mine. You see if you can hear me from mine. And I love that you said that it helps you tune into the rhythm. You were basically saying the rhythm that's around you. That's just that's amazing.
Absolutely.
And it reminds me of, I just saw, do you know Jay Shetty? You know who this, Jay Shetty on Instagram? Well, I mean, he's everywhere, but he is a very, very, very positive encourager of fixing a lot of the things that I think we all collectively deal with, and he spoke of it. It reminded me of the rhythm. He spoke of this five method. The 5 method. It talks about bringing in the 5 senses to where you are in any given moment, in a happy, glorious given moment. Because he talks about how we have like 60,000 thoughts in one day. And 80% of our thoughts will tend to be on the negative side. So he was talking about when you are in those joyful moments, to sort of hit pause and bring yourself into that moment by kicking in your 5 senses, right? Which to me is like what you're saying, being more aware of the rhythm that's going on right now in that moment, to lock that happy moment more into your mind, and not into the 80% category of bad thoughts. So like in that time, you stop, you go 5 things that you can see. So you literally list 5 things that you can see around you right now. If we're, right now we're having a good time, and I think people are having a good time, and I'm always happy when I get to see your face, your mug. So 5 things I would list that I can see in my place and around me. 4 things that you that you can touch, 4 things that you can physically touch around you right now in this moment, 3 things that you hear, 2 things that you can smell, and then 1 thing that you can touch if that's possible, or taste, I should say. And then after that, I would just lick your cheek. That's what I would taste if we were in the same room together. Yeah. Joe Wagner did that to me at I think at the MTV Awards.
Sweaty and perfumed.
But I love that idea that he introduced, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method, to bring you into that moment that you're having a good time, that things are good, that things are joyous. You know.
I think that's perfect. If you can turn off the machine system of the thinking. And then you can turn on the sensory energy elements of what you can see, hear, taste, and then calm the mental system down, and then pick up the energy receivers. You're going to sink right into like joy, in my opinion, in a very very stable, calm, joyful, and those are rhythms that's where I want to sit. I don't want to sit in what's in my head. I struggle with turning that off. That's my mental health issue. So those rhythms. And just knowing that those are around. And last night for me, one was hearing that thing. Yeah. And I forgot about everything that I thought I was worried about.
Yeah, that's amazing.
4 minutes because I was in some other rhythm. Yeah, amazing. So that's importante.
Amazing.
Are you out of questions?
That's it for me, sir.
Okay.
What?
I just wanted to add one. Connie from Amsterdam, thank you, Connie, wanted us to iterate that masks, some people were not sure that masks are being worn to prevent transmission, and that you should always wear them when you leave the house so that you don't get other people sick. And it reminds me of what our dear friend Kevin, he summed it up by saying, treat your neighbors like you have it, and treat yourself as if you don't, which means put a mask on so you don't give it away, and then follow the guidelines, wash your hands, and don't try to pick it up from somewhere else. Because in order to get sick, 2 things have to come together. Someone has to have put it out in the world, and you need to receive it in the same place. So take one of those away, and it won't get transmitted. So thanks, Connie, for that.
Yeah, and again, it's not about making it a guarantee. This is, people want to come in and fight that argument, that idea of wear a mask whenever you were outside. I had a gentleman do it with me at the top of this week.
He argued with you about that
I asked him to step back 6 feet, and he commented on my mask and commented on, and just sort of, it's not about it being, we're not saying that it's a guarantee. We're not saying that by wearing a mask, you are 100% not going to transmit it or get it. But right now, about bringing down the flattening of the curve, if it lessens the chance 40, 50, 60, 70% by wearing a mask, there is now a 60% chance less of me giving it to you or me contracting it. That right now is what we all should be going after, not the 100% goal, but whatever that thing is to help bring it down, flatten that freaking curve. And I'm reading now that we've done a pretty good job here in Los Angeles. We seem to be doing pretty freaking good with bringing that curve down. But
we are kind of leading the league. It doesn't stop. And I think that's what we should end on is reminding everybody we're doing great.
Yes.
Now is the time, as Dr. Fauci says, to hit the gas pedal and do it even more. We can't let up. We're right on the crest. It's like the roller coaster. All the cars go up the thing, and then the first car goes down. The back car is still going up, and we got to wait till we're all on our way down. And even then, so keep up the good work. You guys have done fantastic, but you cannot stop.
Yeah. I love that analogy. That's really great.
Yeah, because so like the hospital admission cases are dropping dramatically, but the death rates are hiring, and that's the back of the roller coaster car. So when those death rates peak and then they come down, then we'll be in business. But we've got the same thing is moving in different directions. So don't stop. We're roller coastering, and we're doing great. And the messaging and putting it out there, and everybody that's talking to people, you've made this. We've kind of shown our spirit here and how good we can be. So thanks, guys. Don't stop. We'll be back next Friday. I promise we'll be back. Also, enjoy. I hope everybody's having a happy Passover. That you had a great Seder last night. Happy Good Friday to the Christians, and happy Easter on Sunday. There's a lot of great stuff happening in the world, even amidst a little teeny bug that we're fighting.
And again, it's backwards, but feedamerica.org. If there is a charity out there, I hope you all are giving to charities whatever you can possibly give, or globalcitizen.org. There are so many out there. Everybody is in need right now. Any single amount will count. I mean, literally any single amount. And if you can't, then...
On that note, I do this thing called Cameo where I do
Yes.
private record things all throughout this entire thing. If you guys grab a Cameo from me, all of that money goes to Feed America.
Amazing.
So think of that as a donation to put food in the mouths of people who, because they can't work, they literally don't have any food in the pantry. There's nothing. So if you want to grab a Cameo, all of that goes, and it goes a long way, let me tell you.
Amazing, Ian. Okay,
so
amazing,
I don't normally
amazing.
promote that, but because I'm glad that you mentioned it, but Feed America is the one that I chose a while back, and I love that.
And the final thing I'm just going to say, thank you, everybody. Ian, what you posted on my birthday, thank you to everybody out there.
Oh my God!
It made me so happy. I was relatively quiet that day. It was as everybody who's going to have a birthday during this time, it was unique and it was different. But my God, did I feel the love from every single friend and person out there, and thank you guys tremendously. I love you, Bobo. I love you all.
Love you. Can we have a proper party when this is?
Are you kidding? Hell yes.
All right.
It's gonna be a lot of licking and a lot of hugging.
It's very sanitary licking.
Yes, very sanitizing. Bye, everybody. Stay well and stay healthy and stay inside. Bye, Bubba.
See you soon. Be good. Bye.